In the landscape of modern horror, few debuts scream with as much raw, unapologetic fury as Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses. It's a descent into a forgotten America, where the acid-drenched dreams of the 70s have curdled into a waking nightmare. We follow four quintessential youths, Jerry, Bill, Mary, and Denise, on a fool's errand for roadside oddities. Their search leads them to the gasoline-soaked door of Captain Spaulding, a profane clown whose museum of monsters is merely the gateway to a far more personal horror. He directs them to the local legend of Dr. Satan and into the clutches of the Firefly clan, the dangerously playful Baby, the menacingly intellectual Otis, the silent giant Tiny, and the venomous matriarch Mother Firefly. Their home is not just a house, it is a slaughterhouse disguised as a carnival. The film's entire philosophy is distilled into one sequence, Captain Spaulding's murder ride. As our protagonists sit in a rickety cart, they are plunged into a diorama of death. Animatronic recreations of infamous killers like Ed Gein lurch in view, their crimes detailed by a scratchy, disembodied voice. The air itself feels thick with dust and decay. This is not just a cheap attraction, it is the Firefly family's art gallery, a mission statement declaring their reverence for real-world atrocities. The extended version of the film deepens this dread, adding more character moments and gruesome details that were deemed too extreme for the initial theatrical cut, making the family's depravity even more palpable. What elevates the film beyond mere schlock is its commitment to a grimy, lived-in reality. The props feel genuinely salvaged, caked in years of filth. The performances are a masterclass in controlled chaos. Sherry Moon Zombie's Baby vacillates between childlike glee and psychopathic rage, while Sid Haig's Captain Spaulding instantly became a horror icon.
And Bill Moseley's Otis is a chilling echo of Charles Manson, a direct and intentional reference to the cult leader who shattered the peace and love generation. The story is a simple, brutal descent into hell, but its power lies in this raw authenticity, forcing us to ask, is this a glorification of violence or a mirror held up to the monsters our own world creates? This cinematic nightmare was a $7 million gamble, born from a production that was itself a form of controlled mayhem. Rob Zombie's hands-on style fostered an environment of raw improvisation, particularly for Sid Haig, who was encouraged to fully inhabit his character. The set was a carefully curated hellscape, with vintage Halloween masks and authentic ephemera creating a texture that slick Hollywood productions could never replicate. This relentless pursuit of a visceral, grindhouse aesthetic became the film's greatest strength, but also its biggest commercial hurdle. The film's heartbeat is its soundtrack. Curated by Zombie, it's a jarring blend of eerie original scores and classic 70s rock. The music is not mere background noise, it is an active participant in the terror, amplifying the psychedelic dread until it's almost unbearable. Yet this stylistic cohesion horrified test audiences. Universal Pictures, fearing a non-commercial disaster, shelved the finished film. For nearly 3 years, it became a cinematic ghost, locked away in a vault, its legend growing with each passing month. Its eventual rescue by Lionsgate Films was a victory for outsider art, proving a hungry audience existed for truly unflinching horror. Ultimately, the film's message is a twisted eulogy for the death of the hippie dream, a final, bloody nail in the coffin of 60s idealism. Its influence is undeniable, paving the way for a new wave of retro horror that values atmosphere over simple jump scares.
The brutal ending, where Denise believes she has escaped only to be trapped once more, was a stunning gut punch. It was a perfect, nihilistic conclusion, yet it was not the true end. The Firefly saga was only just beginning. For its unapologetic vision and lasting cultural impact, I give House of 1,000 Corpses an 85 out of 100.